welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now it's Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. It's Rudolph. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Rudolph on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Leopard!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 5. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give
football.
me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone,
Going for it, it's Rudolph. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Green 39.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. The screen pass here to Cullen. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Take down, 81. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Back to the air, Rudolph. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Finding some room at midfield. Whoosh. Still fighting. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Brown. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. This time the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
And they are going for it. It's Rudolph into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Gone! Gone! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brashad Perriman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Detroit!
Line of scrimmage,
Detroit!
the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch 81, watch 81. Hot!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raiders have got him. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gone! Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot!
Rudolph looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Rudolph now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's Rudolph on play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph. He completes it to Bryant. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Lucky 56.
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Rudolph. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the silver and black continue to roll. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Rudolph on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carries.